So, you want to draw guns and can barely find any YouTube video on how to do it? Well, you're in luck cause I kinda figured it out just so I could make this YouTube video. Or better, this is only part 1 of 3 videos on how to draw guns. The objective is that by the end of it, you'll be able to draw and design guns by yourself by understanding kinda like how they work in a way that even a dumb artist like you can understand. In this video, we'll look at how to break guns down into simple shapes, what are the different kinds of guns, what are the different parts of it, the more technical aspects of how they work, and how to draw them in perspective. So let's start with the parts of the gun. Every gun can be broken down into 4 simple shapes: the barrel, the handle, the trigger guard, and the trigger. Those are like the basics of the basics. And then there's what I call the details, including the sight that works for aim, the muzzle, which is the tube, at the end of the gun, the safety button. All kinds of guns have these, or at least most of them. You can correct me with all the technicalities if you want, if you know anything about guns, cause I don't. I never actually held a gun in my life, but I just watched a few YouTube videos just for this, so you're welcome. Now, what are the types of guns out there? Well, from what I could find, they can be mostly broken down into handguns, revolvers, rifles, shotguns, snipers, machine guns, and assault rifles. There's probably more and some variables to it, but I don't care. I'm not gonna go in detail on how each one works, so I'll just tell you the differences I found between them. So, first, obviously, the size. Handguns and revolvers are short, while shotguns and rifles and so on are long. Then there's other differences like how they are broken down. Then there's the different types of handles, barrels, sights, whatever. Another difference I found is how the gun is loaded, and I broke it down into 6 main ways. The first way is by breaking it down into 2, just like in the image below. The second way is from below the handle. The third way is similar to the second way, mostly for long firearms. Basically, you fit this box into the gun's barrel. The fourth way is by throwing the bullet into a hole. The fifth way is the revolver way. Basically, you have the cylinder that comes in and out, and you can put bullets in it. The sixth way is the machine gun way, by opening this thing in the barrel and putting this line with bullets in it. And yeah, I'm probably wrong about a lot of this stuff, but I don't care. Now we'll take those basic gun shapes and put it in perspective. I made a reference graph, and while making it I realized I suck at perspective. I tried to make like a graph of a gun rotating, and eventually I got tired and gave up. Trying to make a rotation accurate isn't very easy, but you don't need to make it 100% accurate, just accurate enough that it'll look like the same gun. It'll be easier to draw the details once you have the basic shapes. If you want a detailed explanation on perspective, you can watch one of the thousands of videos on YouTube about it. I recommend the playlist by Dan Beard Shaw. I put the link in the description if you are interested or whatever. As an exercise, you can try and copy the gun shapes I drew and then try to do the same with other guns by simplifying it. You can trace or copy wherever you prefer. Then when you feel more comfortable with it, start adding details to the gun. Try using a reference at first and then start drawing it from imagination. Now, basically I explain how to draw boring modern guns. But of course that's not what I wanna do. I wanna draw cool, fantastic guns like this. Well, part 2 is about that, so subscribe and ring the bell and whatever to get notified when I release the next video.